As mentioned in the first video in this series, that which I aim to develop in this book is not only meant to encourage understanding about the nature and character of God, but also how this applies to the biblical revelation that human beings have been created in the image and likeness of God. I hope to shed light on what this means, not only in the academic sense, but on the practical level as well. Consequently, to understand what we as human beings are supposed to be, we must gain understanding of the one in whose image we have been designed. We should be able to see that those who deny the existence of God have little to no hope of getting any of this right, not only on the individual level, but as it pertains to God's design for us on the corporate, social, and cultural level. Not only were we originally designed in God's image, but we have statements in Scripture that indicate that understanding and reflecting His image is still God's intention for the human race. For example, Paul tells us in Ephesians 5:1 to be imitators of God. We are told in 2 Peter 1:4, He has granted us His precious and magnificent promises, so that by them you may become partakers of the divine nature, having escaped the corruption that is in the world. I've observed that many limit discussion about the image and likeness of God to His character qualities. However, a significant point that I emphasize in this book is that to reflect God's moral character, we must share certain natural attributes with God. I will address this more fully in an upcoming video, but will presently state that it is a certain usage of these natural attributes that produce moral character. Therefore, it's important to gain as much understanding about His natural attributes as we can, since this is part of the image and likeness He has shared with us. As stated previously, the information we need in order to gain understanding about the image and likeness of God is largely in the Old Testament Scripture. It seems that a high number of Christian churches operate from a perspective that has been formulated apart from its Old Testament foundation, and thereby provide congregants with very little Old Testament teaching. I am not suggesting that we are to practice Old Testament sacrifices, festivals, and rituals, but I am saying that, first, we cannot arrive at an accurate New Testament perspective apart from a solid Old Testament foundation. Second, God has revealed Himself most dynamically in the pages of the Old Testament. And third, there are truths and principles present in the Old Testament text that inform us regarding proper relational dynamics, both human to God and human to human, as well as these principles and truths informing us regarding the fruitful operation of social spheres and institutions, an area that has been greatly neglected. Though I didn't cover this in the introduction of the book, I want to end this video by emphasizing the importance of working with the text in order to arrive at and identify the principle that is present. As God gave laws, precepts, ordinances, statutes, commandments, proverbs, instruction to and through the nation of Israel, we cannot simply look at the letter of the law, the specific outward expression given to them, but we must work to understand the intent or spirit of the law, the abiding principle upon which the specific outward expression is based. We must understand that the letter of the law, a specific outward expression, has limited application and is subject to change. But the principle or spirit of the law does not change and has a wide variety of applications and expressions or manifestations. A specific outward application that might have been pertinent to the nation of Israel at a particular time in a particular context might not apply in a different time and context. However, the principle continues to have a wide variety of applications and outward manifestations throughout all time and all cultural contexts. This approach toward studying the text requires and deserves an incredible amount of attention and sensitivity if we are to arrive at the principles needed for the proper operation of all aspects, elements, spheres, and institutions of society in the task of fulfilling our cultural mandate and producing nations that function in a fruitful manner.